This is a big one. This is a question that I got, and it really, I feel it here. Like I feel it here. How to release shame and let love in so that I can trust others. How do I release shame to let love in and trust others? Now, I don't know who this person is, but they've sent me this, and of course I'm going to respond to the question, but I feel it. Like, I feel the shame that I've experienced in the past where I've pushed people out, right? And I haven't trusted people. And because I've hated parts of myself, I've disliked parts of myself, parts of my body, parts of my mind, the way I think and feel, the things that have happened to me, and I made them mean that is me. Like, I feel that shame, and I almost just empathetically, I feel this person's shame here. That they're struggling to release that shame that's acting as a wall and a block. And so to answer the question, it's somatically, it's trauma release therapy with a trusted, respected, revered practitioner. It's applying love to and a bright light to the parts of us that we've hated, that we've neglected, that we've rejected. Taking ownership of those parts, welcoming those parts, and giving them a voice, giving them some spotlight, but not the spotlight, but some spotlight, telling them it's safe to express, because if we keep suppressing, the shame just keeps building. And then we feel more shame for the shame and more guilt from the guilt, and we repress and we get angry and we rage out, and we're either external or we're internal, we withdraw, and we don't live the life that we want, and we yearn for love. We're relational beings. We yearn for connection and intimacy. We yearn for mirrors in our lives to reflect back to us who we truly are. And it hurts me to see that, because I remember, and it comes up now, even when I get into shame now, my spiral is I'll go into shame, and often I'll go into anger and rage to protect myself, right? To hold myself, to not feel the shame because it's so fucking intense. And so I'll go into anger and I'll project out, and I'm just so wounded, and all I need to really do is just feel that shame. But we can only really feel that same shame when we feel safe enough. You can't just, it's easy to just say, oh, feel the shame. Like, it can be so intense and so overwhelming that it's not easy to do that. It requires effort and work and years of getting to know oneself, getting to know these parts that have the shame and carry the shame and the pain, and knowing that we can move through them, and having real life examples of that. And often how we do that is, being in medicine with other people, having them shine the light on our gifts, and then on our shame, with their gifts, and then meeting us with compassion and non-judgment. And that's a process, and we have to have enough of those experiences that we can believe them. But importantly, we have to do that to ourselves, and with ourselves, and for ourselves. And so I feel you, brother, sister, if it's tough. Somatically, move that energy, close that trauma loop of shame. Go to the core infliction of that shame in a safe space, and you edge towards it. You're slow. It's pendulation. You're in and out. You're titrating. You're slow to it. There's no rush here. Don't flood yourself. Don't flood your system. It's a journey. It's a process. It's a healing. And it takes weeks, months, years. I don't know. You don't know. And that's okay. We have to be comfortable with not knowing. But that shame is stopping you from living the life that you truly want and truly deserve. The fact that you're asking the question, I honor you for that. And shame affects all of us so often, but it doesn't need to. If we find the right support, it can really be life-changing. Power and blessings to you.